The Хорошевsky District Court of Moscow fined human rights activist Lev Ponomarev 50,000 rubles under the article of failure to provide a report on the activities of a foreign agent. World chess champion Garry Kasparov is also being prosecuted under the same article. The Хорошевsky District Court of Moscow accepted the materials on the administrative course against the oppositionist. In early October, the same court received another case against the chess player. Kasparov is accused of distributing publications without labeling them as published by foreign agent. In Russia, he has been fined for foreign agency even more often than for participating in protests, writes We Can Explain Media.
Almost 10 times more often foreign agents have been prosecuted under Article 19.34 of the Code of Administrative Offences for violating the procedure for their activities. In the first half of 2022, only 6 people were fined, and in the first half of 2023, 58, from the publication in We Can Explain on Telegram.
The Sovietsky District Court of Kazan sent Alsu Kurmasheva, a journalist of the Tatar-Bashkir service of Radio Liberty, to pre-trial detention. She faces up to 5 years in prison for not asking to be included in the list of foreign agents.
We consider this preventive measure too strict, both in terms of the offense and the article. Can we say that this is a politically motivated case? Well, I didn't say that, I don't know.
Russians are also being more frequently penalized for so-called propaganda of homosexuality. The Tverskoy District Court of Moscow fined beauty blogger Igor Sinyak 2,100 rubles in an administrative case for alleged propaganda of LGBT on the internet.
Igor Sinyak made information posts containing propaganda of gender change, non-traditional sexual relations and preferences, imposing the information on non-traditional sexual relations and preferences in open access for an unlimited number of people. From the court decision of the Tverskoy District Court of Moscow from 18th of October 2023.
Since the beginning of this year, 27 people have been fined for so-called LGBT propaganda in Russia, compared to 16 people in the whole 2022. Russians also continue to be persecuted for their anti-war stance. Oksana Asatchia, a blind activist, was fined 60,000 rubles for her anti-war solitary protest on Moscow's Manege Square. Her lawyer called this case making a mockery of law and justice, and Oksana herself did not admit her guilt.
It felt like a complete absurd because the judge didn't hear the defense side. She often interrupted, didn't accept some questions simply because she wanted to, so it was a very strange trial.
Imprisonment for 12 years in a strict regime colony. Such sentence was handed down by the Moscow City Court to Anatoly Gubanov, a former employee of the Zhukov Central Aerohydrodynamic Institute. He was found guilty of state treason. In June 2023, Gubanov's subordinate, Valery Golubkin, was also sentenced to 12 years in a penal colony.
According to the investigation in 2018, the scientists were engaged in the creation of a hypersonic passenger aircraft. Golubkin handed over 2 reports to his colleagues from the Netherlands, in which law enforcers found state secrets. At the same time, as the first department emphasizes, all the documents were checked 3 times by specialists before they were handed over to the Netherlands and were found to contain no state secrets, from the publication in Media Zona on Telegram.
One of the most popular repressive articles in Russia remains the so-called discreditation of the army. For the first offense, you are fined. For the second, a criminal case is being opened. Russians seem to have learned to hide their political views, writes the We Can Explain online media. Meanwhile, the number of penalized people and the amount of fines has doubled. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Natalia Husak, Volodymyr Stengelov, UATV News.